3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. And not a great punt here. Out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. Boom! Still fighting through tackles. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Blake Jarwin, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
1st down, Eagles.
Mike 54. You.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check back. Mike spot 4. Nice, sweetheart. 81. Hey, watch that. Check.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start.
And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Get that quarterback, D-line.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Again, it's Wentz. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. A big play here for Dallas. 45 yards. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
On second down, Prescott again. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. To throw is Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Brett Maher now for the Cowboy field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Maher able to put this one through. Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move. The Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
Deshaun Jackson on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 32.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Cut! Forward, Tokyo! Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Let's run! Hey, Foxtrot!
Here's Wentz to throw. Being chased out left. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Wentz now on 1st down. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Throwing. Prescott going to take a shot for Gallup. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play here for Dallas. And even 50 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he is all the way up past the 25. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. He's at the 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Maybe that is the boost that this offense needed.
They did nothing the entire half, but out of the blue comes this big shot here. You're exactly right. Like a dunk in basketball, like a home run in baseball, maybe a solo shot. Sometimes you need that big play to get things ignited.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Prescott to throw it. It's caught. Cooper. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the two teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time in 4 NFL seasons. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Check, 42's the mic. Let's go, D. Let's go. 26.
They go play action here on first down. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That's good for 28 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Come on, fellas.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Prescott completes it to Jason Witten. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. To the air again, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The kick by Marr is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Wentz. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throwing is Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Cooper's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Prescott now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw, it's Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back. It got his man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Prescott. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. Dak Prescott last year against Philly, boy, biggest game of his career passing yardage-wise, 455 yards, 3 touchdowns in a 29-23 December victory. Oh, pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Malik Jackson able to record his 5th sack of the season. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Just like that.
Prescott down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Third and long for Prescott. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Push him back. Push him back. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Extending the arm.
Oh, yes, it works.
And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards.
First down.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Working from the gun. Wentz completes it to Aguilar. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's Sproles. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Philadelphia.
Waiting. Right there, 54 miles. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Wentz going to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Darren Sproles, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Wentz now to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
I know the natural instinct is to kick the extra point there and tie the game. But here in this spot, at this point of the game, is there another coach maybe weighing in with what to do here?
Well, I think that analytics are starting to say, with it being from the 2, that you're going for 2 more often. That makes sense. But there, I still like going for 1, don't you?
Yeah, I do. I mean, that's my first instinct, but I'm understanding how the game is starting to change. And we're getting a number of these quarterbacks who are telling their coaches, we should go for 2 all the time. I want to see if we ever get a team that actually starts to do that.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Malik Jackson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Here we go, Pac-Man. Waiting! Check, block 54, block 54. It's a party now. It's a party now. Hey, Ford, Tokyo!
So after the INT, here's Wentz. here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence. It's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile.
57. Mike 54. Check. Man 57. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the run. Hey, empty.
To throw is Wentz. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. Nigel Bradham brings him down. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
Let him know.
To throw is Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. 11 yards there, first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Elliott. Tackle that time by Sidney Jones.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 16 yards, a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Man, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Prescott. This to Jarwin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott, and he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 15-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Again, it's Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Wentz able to hook up with Aguilar for a big gain, 41 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Once again here on 2nd and 10. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, his first touchdown on the year, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Steps away to his left. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the fourth. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away.
The Cowboys take over first and 10. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They go to Elliott again. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. They come up here on 1st and 10. Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Here
Now Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 19. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper in the final minute, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
That's good. Hey, watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 50. Hey, echo. You better be afraid of me.
Wentz to throw. Ertz over the middle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
All right, they picked up yardage, but they've got to get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it. They've got one timeout left, want to save it.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood.
He's back to throw. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Mike 54. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Right there. 54. Right there. We're 5-2. On here.
Now Wentz. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now?
Well, win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
A very important extra point there, up and good. Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our score as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take the knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. This from long, very long range. Does he have the distance? He does! It's good! My goodness, he hits it from the parking lot as time expires. And it'll be a good time in Big D tonight. The Cowboys have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the